What's going on in the San Diego real estate market? I'm Kyle Whissel with Whissel Realty Group, and today I want to give you the insider info on what's happening in today's market in San Diego. And this is based on our team, which is selling 600 plus homes this year. We've really got our finger on the pulse of what's happening today, not the media reports that talk about what happened 2, 3, 4 months ago. We're talking about today. So what data do we like to look at? Well, number one is the number of new homes that have come on the market for sale. That number is down almost 40% from the same time a year ago. That is a substantial decrease in the number of homes coming onto the market. Now, we've also seen a decrease in the number of homes going pending or off the market, but only to the tune of 8.2%. So you got almost 40% less homes coming on the market, but only 8% less homes going off the market. So what's happening is inventory is continuing to constrict or continuing to shrink. Inventory, or the number of homes for sale, has decreased roughly 23% from the same time a year ago. Well, if you're a buyer and you're out there looking at homes on the market, you probably know there's not a lot of homes for sale, and the good homes that go for sale sell really quickly. So it's still a very competitive market out there, despite mortgage rates, which are significantly higher than even 1 month ago. Mortgage rates were hovering in the mid to high 6s a month ago. At the time of this recording, we're in the mid 7s right now. But that is not stopping the buyers because the supply is so small. The number of homes for sale is so small that the demand is still outpacing the supply of homes for sale. Values are continuing to go up. So what does this data mean to you? Well, if you're thinking about buying a home right now, the rates suck. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna beat around the bush. The rates suck. But there's a couple things you can do to get in this market and not pay such a high rate. One of those things that you can do is you can request credits from the seller. We can do things called buy downs. What that is, we can get a credit from the seller to buy your rate down temporarily. We could buy your rate down and have it be lower for 1 year, 2 years, even up to 3 years. We can get the seller to provide a credit and lower that rate for you for a few years to help make it a little bit more affordable for you to get into that home you're looking for. Alternatively, there's financing, which, hey, don't freak out. It's called an adjustable rate mortgage. I have one on my house. So we can get you in an adjustable rate mortgage right now. And instead of paying a rate in the 7s, we can get you a rate down in the 5s. So we can get you a significantly lower rate for the next few years. All signs point to rates getting lower in the next few years. So as rates kind of come back down to reality, you can always refinance into long-term financing. So we can get you out there right now. It's a little bit less competitive because you got to realize when the rates do come down, that all those buyers are going to come back in the game. It's going to get really competitive again. So if you can get in now, yep, you got to take a little higher rate than you really want to, but your competition is a little bit lower. So it could be a good time. If you're thinking about selling, it doesn't always make sense right now, right? You probably expect me as a salesperson to tell you, sell, it's always a good time. It's not always a good time to sell. We got to look at where are you leaving and what are you going to? If you're leaving a 2 or 3 or 4% rate and you're jumping up into a 6, 7% rate, that might not make sense. So each situation is going to be a little bit more specific to you, and we can take a look at that and figure out, does it make sense for you to sell or not? Most of the clients we have where it makes sense to sell, they're selling and they're moving out of state and they just want to get rid of their California holdings. That can make sense. If you're moving up from a smaller home to a big home, we got to figure out that might make sense, it might not make sense. We'll take a look at it. Alternatively, you could be selling and thinking about renting something. Well, I don't know if you've looked at rents, but I recently rented out a 4-bedroom home for $6,000 a month. So do you want to sell your home and get rid of your mortgage? It's probably less than $6,000 a month and go rent something for 6 and get no tax benefits and no appreciation? Probably not. So that might not make sense. Bottom line, wherever you're at, we'd love to sit down with you. We offer free consultations. You can call us or text us at the number down below. We can learn a little bit more about you, your situation, your goals, and put a plan in place to help you accomplish them. I'm Kyle Whissel with Whissel Realty Group. Thanks for tuning in.